Hi guys, it's Sakina. I'm back with a new video. I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy to be back and creating new content. Thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Sakina, your eco-friendly hostess with the mostest. This is My Brown Sparkles, where I'm going to teach you how to live your most eco-luxurious life in the most sustainable way possible. And today, I want to talk to y'all about my walk as a Christian woman and learning to focus on inner beauty. In previous years and seasons of my life, I was so focused on the outer. I was focused on my hair, the makeup, because that's what all the self-help gurus that are really popular nowadays were teaching young girls. They were teaching young girls. I'm not a girl, I'm a woman. But they were teaching women how to level up. And one of the main focuses was on the outer, the exterior. But when I decided to become a Christian in 2022, like when I decided that I was 100% going to take this walk with God as a Christian, that is when everything changed. Now, it didn't change immediately. I still kind of, God has been working on me periodically, and he's been working on me and processing me in seasons and in different things. And you might, if you are a Christian and you follow different prophetic voices or different ministries on YouTube, you hear this term season a lot. But I can't necessarily say that I've really understood it. I never really understood what season I was in until God relayed that to me. And everyone's seasons are going to look different. It's so confusing, these different Christian terms like kingdom spouse and all that kind of stuff. If it's not in the Bible, to be honest with you, then I don't really typically like to use it or focus on it because it's not in the Bible. If I can't find it in the word, then it ain't. I don't want to cloud my mind up with all these different terminologies that God did not create, that was not in the original word. But in today's video, I just kind of want to talk with y'all and share with y'all my personal walk as of late and the season that I'm in. I'm not going to share with y'all the season that I'm in, but I'm going to share you some of the changes that God has been doing in me and what that looks like, because maybe you might be wondering, like, when is God going to do this for me? And I'm just going to share with you how it's actually playing out in real time in my life. And if I look away, I apologize. I have my computer set up over here, and I'm downloading some videos so that I can do some editing and get some videos posted for y'all, because I haven't posted in a while. But today, I felt led to actually create a video. I filmed not a prophetic voice, but just a word for people, a word of encouragement, kind of like Bible study. And then also in that time, I was like, man, I want to do this video and I want to do this video. So I got a little inspiration just from filming that. And that is why I'm filming this video today. Now, I don't want to make this video too long, but I do want to go ahead and dive into it. I don't immediately have any scriptures that are going to correspond with this message and with what I'm sharing in this video, but I just want to show y'all the process that God has been taking me through and how it has come about naturally. It has been birthed through me. I've been transformed. And I kind of want y'all to understand what that means, because for those people who are kind of lukewarm, who are like always like, maybe you're skeptical about how some prophetic voices or ministries on YouTube talk about the Lord and how he transformed them and how he changed them and how he did the work and their testimony. And you might be looking at it with an eye of skepticism, like I did in the past. But as you take this walk and you have faith and you are in your word, and then you allow it to transform you, and you allow your experiences in life, as God is leading you to those experiences in life to transform you, you start to understand. And that's why I want to share this with y'all. My hope is that it makes it clear. It makes it a little bit more clear. It gives you a little bit more insight on what it's like to take that walk of faith as a new Christian. Because I was not raised in Christianity. I was actually raised as a Muslim. And I realized, at the age that I am now, like, maybe 2 years ago, I was like, it has never really done anything for me. I took the good that I learned from Islam with me, but living as an American, like my parents are American, my grandparents are American, like so many generations of American. So to come from a household where Islam was something where it was a conversion from what they knew already. Like my father converted to Islam and then we became Muslim. It's not like we're engulfed in that culture here in America. So it was really hard for me as a child to understand and comprehend Islam in relation to the culture that I live here in America. And if you're not steeped in that culture, the Islamic culture, and the rules and the laws and all of that, it can be very difficult to follow, especially if you're young, because as a kid, you usually don't know much about your faith. The one thing I knew I always believed in was I always believed in God, because I had encounters that really truly made me believe that God existed. But I didn't understand the Quran. I've read surahs, I've read, different chapters of the Quran, but never really understood it. And especially, I just never understood religious texts. They're really hard to digest if you are not spiritually ready to receive what those spiritual texts are giving you. And so I decided as an adult to give Christianity a chance, or just to read the Bible. I wasn't giving Christianity a chance. I said, I want to understand what it is before I jump into it and say this is what I am, or this is the path that I want to follow. So I started by picking up the Bible and just reading. Even if I didn't understand what I was reading, I read it. And I'm still reading it. I still haven't gotten through the whole Bible. That started back in 2020. It probably started back in 2020. We're in 2025. It's 5 years. And I'm halfway through the Bible. Because it's just that. And it's that intense. I wasn't reading it every day. I wasn't in my word every day. I'd take months off. I'd take weeks off. And so I wasn't consistently in my word. When I decided to become a Christian, I was trying to do it more consistently, and I still wasn't. I started going to church for the first time, which was very, very challenging for me. It was very just uncomfortable because I'd never gone to church before. And I went by myself. And so finding a church and, finding a place where I felt comfortable going, and now I feel comfortable going to church anytime. It doesn't give me that anxiety, the emotions that I used to feel. Because to me, prior to becoming a Christian and going to church, I felt like my faith was personal. I felt like it was between me and God. I didn't believe that I had to bring a community of people into it. But I changed my mind around that, because I was like, well, if I'm following this path, it's very difficult to find people who follow the same path and who are really trying to follow the commandments and who are really trying to live in the most righteous way possible. And so that's why I started going to church, because I want to be surrounded by a community of people. I still haven't really made any friends, because just with my work schedule and what God has been processing me through in my life, I really haven't been able to create those bonds and those friendships, but that's not the point. So that's a little bit of backstory. I mean, how I even got to Christianity. I don't even know, that was not what I intended to talk about, but I did it anyways. But anyways, we're talking about inner beauty. So I want to talk to y'all about how my inner beauty journey has come, because if you look back at some of my older videos, look back 2-3 years ago at my YouTube channel, and you can see what my life looked like back then. I mean, I loved it. It wasn't perfect, though. It wasn't perfect, and that's why I am where I am now, because everything on the outside looked good. I looked good. I was at my best weight. I always had my hair on point. My makeup was always on point. I was dating and having fun and doing all the stuff. I had the luxury apartment. I did all of that. Had all of that, and I gave it all up, because on the inside, things were not right. Things were not right, and I didn't know what it was, and I gave it all up. I kind of regret giving it all up. I feel like maybe if I would have called on God, God could have offered me some more solutions to what I was experiencing. But in that moment, I had been through so much, and I felt like I was up against a wall, and I didn't know what to do next. So I gave it all up. I decided I'm moving back in with my parents. I got my real estate license, moved back in with my parents so that I could focus on real estate and so that I could save money. I saved up a certain amount of money. I was like, I'm going to use this to live off of while living with my parents, to pay all my other bills, my smaller bills. But I won't have that rent hanging over my head, renting the stuff that comes along with rent. And I was just thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to go all in with real estate. And it didn't work out like I thought it was. It wasn't. You have to spend a lot of money in real estate, and you have to work really hard, and you don't get paid to work hard. And so in the end, the amount of money that I invested in real estate, I I about broke even. So in the end, as much money as I invested, I about broke even with what I made, mostly from leasing. I loved leasing. It was so easy and I just enjoyed it. It wasn't as stressful as trying to sell a house. But I wasn't making enough to live. I couldn't move out of my parents' house, and I'm still with my parents to this day. And in this time, I've tried to move out. I went back to work about a year after I got into real estate. A year after I gave real estate a good year. And I depleted pretty much all of my savings. Not everything, but pretty much majority of my savings, I depleted it. And I was like, okay, I can't let my money go any lower than this. This is it. I said, Lord, let me get back into work. I know I said I didn't want to do it anymore, but let me get back into work. And God allowed me to get a job. And the funny thing is I got a job doing exactly what I was trying to get promoted to prior to moving into my parents' house. I was trying to get promoted to a certain position when I was living on my own, and I just couldn't get it. It just wasn't working out for me. And eventually I gave up and I said, F this. I'm going around in a circle. I feel like I'm stuck. I've been at this position for 3 years and I'm still not getting to where I want to get. So I need to get on out. But as soon as God put me back to work, I landed a job doing exactly what I was trying to get done to begin with. So immediately I was able to save up money, pay off my car. I've been paying towards my student loans, all that good stuff. Like, I've been really financially responsible. I've always been very financially responsible, but I've really used the time to learn as much as possible about finance. And I promise we're going to get to inner beauty. I promise. But I guess it's all kind of ties into that. So I learned as much as possible as I could about finance up to this point, and you can watch some of my past videos. I posted some videos about my financial journey. I haven't really given the entire journey testimonial because God told me it was premature and not to share it. So I haven't shared it yet. I've actually filmed quite a few videos that I keep private that I'm waiting for the right time to release it because God told me that I was doing some stuff prematurely. So not going to do that. But just want to give y'all a backstory of what I've been doing for the past 3 years since I've been living with my parents. It'll be 3 years next month in February. So now I'm going to bring you to December, because in December of 2024, things really started to shift. God was trying to birth something through me and I didn't know it. I wasn't aware. But at the same time, I think that God knew. God already knows what you're ready for. God already knows what you're going to do and how you're going to respond to certain things. So what it ended up showing me was where I was lacking and where I wasn't ready. But God started speaking to me clearly, letting me know exactly what season I was in. So now I know what season I'm in because God spoke it clearly to me. I know what season I'm in and I know what I'm supposed to be doing. Prepare, prepare, prepare. And that is what God has been doing. And through this process, through this time, he's been downloading into me things I need to do to prepare. And one of that has to do with just my appearance. God has not said give up makeup. He has not said wear your natural hair. He ain't said none of that. But it is my interactions with people on the outside and just my general lack of care about certain things anymore. Like when you start putting God at the forefront, you start to drop all that other superficial stuff. And I love makeup. I love having my hair done. I love wearing weaves. Like I do it all the time. I don't care what anyone says. I have hair. You see this? This is a big old ball of hair. A big old bun that is tight and I want to take it down. I have hair. I just don't like dealing with my hair because my hair can be very complicated and hard to manage. And with my current living situation, it's not always easy for me to actually style my hair the way that I like to style it. But I just was thinking, just with interactions that I've had as of late and my focus right now and just like what matters, like I just feel like what the lifestyle that I'm trying to attract is going to be attracted to the authentic me, the healthy me, the authentic me, the real me. And I'm not gonna lie, like in the past I've been really reluctant to wear my natural hair or go without makeup, but I've worked so hard to get my skin to a certain level, where I actually love my skin. I feel beautiful with my skin, that I'm at a place where I'm like, okay, I don't have to wear as much makeup. And I stopped. So one of the things that I've stopped in my inner beauty journey as a Christian woman is because I take care of myself and I take care of my skincare and all that, I'm able to feel confident wearing my natural skin. I do wear makeup occasionally. Like I do wear some makeup. Like I have some makeup on right now. I have some under eye concealer because I do feel like the hollows of my eyes just make me look tired. But that's it. I don't have foundation on. I didn't even do my eyebrows today. Normally I'll do my eyebrows, but I don't wear a full foundation look. If you go back 3 years, 4 years, 5 years in my videos, I wear a full face of makeup every single day. That was just it. And now I like to let my skin breathe. I like to let it just do what it's doing. And I do like to wear fake eyelashes. I still wear fake eyelashes, but I woke up this morning thinking, just thinking about the downloads that God had put into me. And I was like, maybe this is part of what I need to let go of. Maybe this is part of something I need to let go of, because the lifestyle I'm trying to attract, it's going to be attracted to my spirit. It's not going to be attracted to the superficial, because the type of people that I'm trying to attract into my life, they're going to know. They're going to be able to discern who I am, because these people are going to have high levels of discernment, just like I do. They're going to be able to discern the type of person I am. And so if I'm trying to show up as someone artificial, which I'm never going to give up makeup, I don't think. Like, I'm not downing or dogging makeup, but I don't want it to make it the center of my beauty regimen. I don't want it to make it the center of me being a woman and feeling beautiful. But the lifestyle thing, there was still some things, lifestyle, that didn't really sit well with me. I'm not gonna lie, I tried it. I'll be honest, I tried it. I have repented against how I tried to live my life and what I was doing, but I tried it. It didn't sit well with my spirit. It didn't sit well with my spirit. And that's another reason why I think I was brought to this path, because it wasn't working for me. It wasn't working for me spiritually. It was just not sitting well. And even, I don't know if anyone's ever watched Sierra 7 or her content back when she was starting to get a lot of her followers. She used to collaborate with someone called Michaela Pink. Michaela Pink was a whole nother level. And to this day, Michaela Pink is in jail, y'all. She's in jail. And I remember when she got put in jail, I had a download and it was singing, "Ding dong, the witch is dead, the wicked witch." Like, it was that song. It was downloaded into my spirit. And then I found out she had been put in jail. And so I was like, oh, wow. Like, for me to have that downloaded into my spirit, and then I was shown that she was put in jail, it was like confirmation, like, okay, so this is definitely not the path that God wants me on. Like, this is definitely not the path to be going on. And so I started to pull back a little bit. But obviously things, evolution, change, you changing as a person, it takes time. It takes some time. So it took, to get to where I am now and to be in the space and the season that I am now, it took about 3 years. 3 years of pruning, 3 years of just spiritual warfare and God training me up in spiritual warfare. And I'm still in training right now. But it took a long time for me to get to this point where I'm like, I'm beautiful with or without the makeup, without the weave, all of that. I do my own nails now. But look at my nails, they're cute. I love this. I love this dip powder. It is so me, so sparkly and so beautiful, like diamonds on my fingernails. I love it. But it took 3 years for me to detox from all of that to get to where I am now. And I will never bash people like Sierra 7, because she really changed and opened my eyes. She really changed the trajectory of my life and opened my eyes. So there was some good in what she did, but I mean, she's a self-proclaimed witch. If you watch some of her old videos, she is a self-proclaimed witch. And so I was like, I got to give up Sierra, because, on this wall, I can't be dabbling in that. I can't open those doors. So I don't watch that content anymore. It's been a long time, and I'll see some topics she'll have, but to be honest, I think she's talked about everything she can possibly talk about. I think she just has this new fan base that are younger, that just discovered her, and so she just keeps the content rolling, and she's making money, so why not? But I say all this to say, you guys, when you take this walk with God, you're going to change. It's going to change you. It's going to change you a lot. And I think that's the entire point. God wants to mold you. God wants to bring you to become this greater version of you through him and in his eyes and what he considers to be great. So inner beauty is, oh my God, there's so much more. I talked about how I let go of the superficial exterior, but one thing God has done is he's allowed me to detoxify from all of the dusty type mindset that those types of teachers pollute women's minds with. As a Christian woman, that is not the kind of stuff that I need to consume. And I try to consume stuff that's good and healthy. You know, your eyes, your ears, your mouth, that's where you take in information. Food, hearing, and your eyes. You're taking in stuff, and your nose as well. But those three are the main ones. And I have to guard those gates because what goes in comes out. And I saw that in how I was living my life. But now that I'm in the season that I'm in, God has been showing me, like, God has pulled the veil from behind, like from over my eyes to see why I haven't been achieving things that I've been trying to achieve and why I haven't been seeing these opportunities, because I was blind to them. They've been there all along. But because I judge people based on superficial things, I wasn't able to see it. So as you become a beautiful woman on the inside, I mean, you can still do your makeup and everything and all that, but to be honest with you, the more beautiful you become on the inside, the less you even want to put on that. It's almost as if you need to put on all of that to get any kind of attention or like attraction from the opposite sex. But when you work on your inside and you are exuding beauty from the inside, you're going to still attract high quality men. They may not be the men that you thought you would be attracting, but these are high quality men. These are men who know how to discern, you know, from the superficial women, the women who are not going to be good for them long term financially, and the women who are of substance. They can see it, not because you don't wear makeup, but because you allow the true essence of you to shine through. I wear makeup still. I wear lipstick. Like today I wore lipstick. It's not on anymore because I ate dinner, but I wear lipstick. I wear lashes. Sometimes I do my brows. Well, all the time I do my brows, but I don't let it overpower my inner beauty. And I can still walk out in public and wear my natural hair and my natural skin and everything and still feel beautiful and attractive and not feel self-conscious. And honestly, I just feel like so much more comfortable in my natural beauty in a way that I actually embrace it. Like I feel like it's almost like a cloak. Like it's like to think that wearing your natural skin, your natural hair, all that is a cloak to protect you from the losers, the people who want to use you and abuse you. But it is that. And that's what I feel like now. But back to like the mentality, you see people differently because you're not judging them necessarily based on appearance. Yes, you do, but there's a lot of things you can pick up on someone's appearance when they're natural. I look healthy. I look like I take care of myself. My hair is healthy. My skin's healthy and vibrant. I'm a healthy weight. These are the things that show vibrancy, youthfulness, and that you take care of yourself. I don't dress frumpy or anything like that. I don't feel the need to always be super made up. Also, so with that mentality, with the way of looking at that, it helps me see deeper into people and look at things of substance in them. I can look at them and think, that right there, that's something to pay attention to. That person has potential. That's something I need to pay attention to. That person might be a diamond in the rough, but their head is down, they're working hard, and they're keeping their mouth shut so as not to attract vultures. That person's smart. It opens up the spiritual eyes because as a beautiful person, if you're emitting and exuding inner beauty, you can see the inner beauty of other people too. You can see the wisdom behind their choices and selections. Maybe they don't drive the fanciest car, but maybe they got about 100K in the bank. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of thing. So that is something that was on my heart this morning. I woke up and I thought about that because my hair was a mess. And I was like, what am I going to do with my hair? And I was like, you know, I'm about to slick this baby back, wear this bun, make sure my skin is clean, brush my teeth, and just go out and be good. Wear my earrings and I'm going to be good. And I'm going to feel confident. I'm not going to feel ugly. I'm not going to shy away. And that's something I also noticed. I feel like my confidence is higher. Like I'm able to talk to people and smile at people and just be myself fully and authentically with myself. You know, it's kind of like Pamela Anderson. You know how Pamela Anderson now is going makeup free? It's kind of like that. It's like, I'm beautiful. Like I'm confident. It's not that I'm beautiful. I'm confident from the inside. And I carry myself in that way. And I'm not shy. I think shy people are typically people who are not confident. They lack confidence. So they often give off this impression that they are ugly. Not that they're actually ugly, but because they're shy and they have this they're hung up on themselves. You're hung up on your looks and in your head about yourself. You're thinking too much about yourself that you can't really engage and be present with people and let your personality shine. So that's what the inner beauty walk looks like with me as a Christian woman. That is what my walk has been looking like lately, guys, especially in the last 45 days. You know, God has been working on me. God has been working on me. He says, prepare, prepare, prepare. And he's been downloading stuff in my spirit. I can't tell y'all exactly what he's been downloading quite yet. It's too premature. But one of these days, I'm going to make a video and I'm going to show y'all what he was preparing me for. And I'm going to share with y'all the steps that I took and the information that was downloaded to me so that I could prepare. But that's all I have for this video. I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to either comment or give me a thumbs up. That allows me to know whether or not you like this line of train of thought, this line of work, this content, and if you want me to continue to make videos surrounding this type of thing. I am gonna read and then I'm gonna go to bed because I gotta work tomorrow. It's like 20 something degrees outside, y'all. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm done. I'll talk to you guys later and I'll see you next time. Bye.